All right, today I'm going to talk about the gospel and what is the good news. So gospel literally means good news. And for me, I didn't quite understand this until I really started to understand what the bad news was. And the bad news is sin. We are all sinners. We can't get out of a sin trap where we know we're supposed to do things that are right, that are good. We have God's mark on us. We're literally made in His image. And yet we keep choosing to do wrong. We sin. And because God is holy and because He is righteous, holy means set apart, meaning God does not sin. And we are not able to get close enough to God again from our sin because He'll be holy and therefore separate. We are forever separated from God. Now that takes some kind of atonement. Most cultures agree that the punishment for sin or some kind of error has to be in blood. And so it was sacrificed animals, and those animals were a partial or a temporary covering for the sins that we have done. But Jesus came down from heaven, lived a perfect life, which no one could do. He was unjustly killed. And His blood, therefore, if you believe in Him, covers you for all of eternity. Covers you for your past sins, for your current sins, and your future sins. But you do have to call on Jesus and make Him Lord. So why are we celebrating Easter? Really, Good Friday is the day that, as I understand it, that we had the perfect, what they call propitiation, or the perfect sacrifice for our sin. So on Friday, or Good Friday, when Jesus was killed, therefore all of the punishment that I deserve was put on to Jesus. So why celebrate Easter, and why was Jesus resurrected? So far as I understand, Jesus was resurrected as a sign that God was giving His people and giving us, because He said He would do it. And it was a proof that Jesus was holy. So Jesus' death, burial, was the sacrifice for my sins. And so as long as He substitutes for me, then I can go to heaven. But the resurrection was God's proof that Jesus was glorified and that Jesus was holy and that Jesus said who He said He was. And the resurrection has been proved many times over by eyewitnesses and all kinds of different testimony from the time. So I put my faith in Jesus. And if you have more questions about this, leave them in the comments.